nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play stop by Damone Clark. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun is Purdy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's got room to roam here. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First down throw by Purdy. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Running with Walker again. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. This is Walker on 2nd. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down. He'll look to throw. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it deep downfield. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, you have to talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Purdy on 1st down. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. On 3rd down, Purdy. It's taken in by Williams. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
We're through one quarter. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. We'll see what they do. A very tempting spot to go for it. Going for it, it's Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
Man, what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
He's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. On 2nd and 14 now. Escapes out to the left. And he gets it up across the 30 before going out. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll throw on 1st. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 20-zip lead. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Now a run here from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Throw complete to Williams. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Purdy throwing here on first. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by DJ Reed.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. He puts everything behind this one. They connect on the deep shot. It's a Seattle touchdown. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Poor choice to bring it out. Instead of the 30-yard line, they're going to start shy of the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him down at the 16 after a small gain. Offense up to the line fast. They've got a man in motion. Now it's Purdy. This ball's caught by Palmer. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
That's good. Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Purdy throwing here. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... And they pick him off again! Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Finds a big lane. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So that brings up second down. From the gun is Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here he is on third and long. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up fourth and long. To throw again, it's Purdy. He's got it to his running back. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
And with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Still sticking with the passing game. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Throwing it just before halftime. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arms.
And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tack on 7 more to their lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He beams one deep right side. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Damone Clark.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Looking to the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. All set up now for first and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. From the 39. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They are throwing it again. Stays in the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's second down coming up. They'll throw it again. He's on the move. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Back to throw now. Throw left side, complete. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. Touchdown, Seattle! Well, there has been no answer to keep him out of the end zone, and they can't keep him out of the record book counts either, partner. That score gives him the most receiving touchdowns ever in one game.
And trust me, Kate, those defenders, they threw everything. Man, zone, press, off. They just could not stop him. He was on a mission, and it was a mission for the record books.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And they've got a long field ahead. Brock got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go, take it to the house.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
It is Cup, left side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Walker now from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Cut out left. It's a gain of 22. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Not worry about 3 downs when you need only 1. Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's going to push one deep down the right. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
He's trying another one deep. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Intended target there was David Njoku. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Damone Clark. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Chooses to bring this one out. And that hit is going to freeze him at this spot. He got stuck right at the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Purdy throwing here on 1st. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Los Angeles. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams cut into the lead by another point. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
3rd and long for him here. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Pass play coming here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Into the hands of Walker. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back to the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He has the first over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Rams are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know what this is, kid? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
First down throw by Purdy. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Gets everything he has under this throw. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams take 7 points off the deficit. Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. He'll throw it. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight and forced the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing now off play action. Flush down now to his left. He can run it. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know, we do enough ref of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
On 2nd and 9. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Purdy on first down. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Rams putting up points in a game decided. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Rams cutting to the lead by another point. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They're throwing it. On the move, headed right. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Has it in close. It's a Seattle touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
One final shot here. Need this to force overtime. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Rams making the scoreboard look a touch better. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but zero effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what...
Okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to lonesome. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the Achi. I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I said, loser. Why the always coming at the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ayy.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you cracking up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could,